Why, hello there, Scorpio, my stingers. What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in on this video. I'm your tarot reader, Volk, and this is my very first time doing monthly readings for all the 12 signs of the zodiac. And so if your moon, sun, and rising happen to be in Scorpio, this video is exactly for you. We're going to look at the monthly forecast for August 2020 for you in the following reading. So we're going to do a 4-card spread, 1 card per week. Then we'll take a look at your subconscious, and then we'll have a thematic card to kind of bow tie it nicely. And we'll do an animal spirit card to impart some advice on how to tackle the month for you. So let's talk about you, Scorpio, for a moment here. It seems like you're having a really hard time putting up with how do I explain this? You're kind of appalled at the lack of understanding of the severity of what's going on in the globe. You're jaded and also internally frustrated at the bullshit that's going on. The people that are pretending to live their lives as if it were the same as before, and it's the same bullshit. And you're getting so mad that a lot of people also lack the understanding of the depth of life. And I'm kind of in that boat of people that feel frustrated about what's going on in the world. You're not the only one, being that I'm your opposite sign. I get you. I understand. But you gotta go internally, Scorpio, and dig deep. Dig your desert claws deep and let the world do its bullshit. You're not responsible for it. I know. I get it. And I also feel like you're having a hard time finding that depth in the day-to-day life, right? It's easier for you to enjoy life in the evening versus the daytime because you're so appalled by the behaviors of a lot of people, and maybe some of these people are part of your family and you're kind of over it. With the full moon in Aquarius in your 4th house, you're releasing a lot of weight, emotional baggage having to do with close family members, maybe some painful past memories of your family life. And there's a strong need, or at least willingness, to change what you're doing every day in your habits, what your hobbies are, how you take care of your body. Mars, your traditional ruler, is in your 6th house of daily life. So you're really putting in energy on dynamically changing that and putting more energy on your own daily life versus other people. So let's get a card for the first week of August 2020, since it is August 12th and I'm a little bit late, and this is my first time doing readings, and I kind of wanted to do this in the spur of the moment. Let's see what's going on with you. Queen of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign that is taking care of you. If not, you're learning how to take care of yourself. And you're noticing that you have these moments of irritation, of inner irritation, and you're wanting to pay focus to that. Venus is in the 9th house of expansion, travel, philosophy, wisdom. And so I think with the frustration that you're feeling, you're growing a better sense of what you need in your own life. And at the same time, you're keeping yourself distant and strong amidst the bullshit that's going on. And so you're doing the right thing. Keep it up, because you're really slowing down on a lot of communications. Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn are all in retrograde in your third house of communications. Siblings, brothers and sisters, close friends. You're quieting your mind a little bit, slowing down so that you can focus on your physical needs, your sensual needs, right? Notice how Taurus does that well. Take a little bit of advice from them. All right? You gotta be a little bit more sensual. And I mean, when I say sensual, I don't mean sexual. I know you might have a yearning for sexual desires, but that's not what I'm talking about. When I say sensual, I mean your sense of smell, your sense of touch, what you're looking at. You know, you gotta find small pleasures like that. Stimulate your sixth senses in your daily life, and you'll find that you can enjoy life without trying to go through tunnels of deserts to find the right people that understand and get you. It's not the time. You're fine just as you are, and there's no need to find the right people right now. Let them come to you naturally while you focus on what you love doing, whether it be for a living or as a hobby or as a passion. But with the new moon in Leo, you're going to notice that you're changing the way that you work with other people or how you talk to other people. You're going to have healthier boundaries. Let's talk about this for a moment. On the second week, the current week that we're in, I decided to keep these two cards. Normally, I'd only have one, but for you, we'll make an exception. So we have the Strength card reversed and the Page of Swords. Combined together, what does that make for? A little bit of immaturity. Hurting words from you. Careful, Scorpio. You don't want to hurt yourself by shouting out loud your anger. We get it. You're done with the bullshit. But there's a level of immaturity that you need to watch out for. And we're in Leo season, so it is not the time to burn more bridges. Focus on yourself. Pay no mind to whatever's going on around you. Just do your own part. Stay in your lane. You know, the scorpion is alone in the desert for a reason, right? You don't want to mess with him. You don't want to mess with the stinger. Let yourself be in your own environment. But if you start getting distracted, like the flighty, sometimes the Page of Swords has this sort of flighty nature, and so you being distracted by other people's dumb shit can get the best of you and let you say things out loud that might be very toxic. You know, you got to be a little bit more diplomatic at this time. So, but how do we tame that anger? That angry voice that is in your head. How do we tame that? The angry voice in your head that might blurt out things that you might regret later. How do we tame that? With the physical needs, yeah. Not noise like that. That's not going to help you. That angry noise that is reminiscent of the angry. All right, third week of the month. Page of Pentacles reversed. You feel like you're a little bit small in the world. You don't feel very valuable. there is a need to reconnect with the creativity by connecting to the physical senses. But on the third week, somehow we have the Page of Pentacles reversed, so there's a creative block. You want to have ideas, but you're not quite there. And, you know, you may have talents that you're putting a lot of focus in, but you're not able to quite channel it in the right way. And so I think part of it has to do with this over here. But I think you'll get there. So why is this happening? Why do we have the Page of Pentacles? Let's see what's on the fourth week. The fourth week of August. What can we expect for the fourth week of August? Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Swords upright. Page of Swords is looking at the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a recommendation for you to pay attention to what your body is telling you. So whatever's in your head, ignore the angry voice and listen to the voice, the voice that tells you to listen to your body. Scorpio, you gotta stop that. You're fine. You don't need to feel, you might feel locked within your circumstances, and you might feel like you're never going to outgrow an old phase of life because the mental turmoil is keeping you locked when you could probably easily remove that, dip yourself in the waters to loosen those ties, and then go to the fortress in the background to enjoy your own bounty. I think you were starting off well in the first week, but there's a warning, a really big warning to be careful about letting yourself be led by your own cynicism. All right? And, you know, flighty energy is what I was talking about too, right? Gemini is the lower mind as well. That's the card of Gemini. And then we have the Page of Swords. So again, there is a need to develop maturity. And whatever you were doing initially, I think you were doing well. Start small. Take care of your body. Take care of your sensual needs. Pleasure yourself. Whatever that means, you know, however you want to pleasure yourself, that's fine. As long as it's healthy and in moderation, right? Let's get a theme card for you. What's an important behavior or force of the universe to pay attention to? Okay, the King of Swords reversed. We're not done. We're not done here, Scorpio, so that's something to pay attention to, is not to cut other people with your words. It could get the best of you. It's immature. Again, we're talking about immaturity here. And you might not like this reading, Scorpio, but I love you and I want the best for you, all right? You don't have to listen to this video if you want. Frankly, you can leave. That's fine. I'm not forcing you to do anything. And you're a free spirit too, normally, Scorpio, but if you want to be the free spirit that you are, you got to be clear as to what you want to think about. What you want to focus on. Stop focusing on the wrong things because it's making you feel insecure and small while everyone's having their dandy, mandy, schmandy bullshit and they're pretending like life is all good and well for them. I think you're secretly mad at that behavior and it's keeping you feeling imprisoned as a result and also almost willing to roar at these people. But that's not the time. Not the time to do it. So the advice is to develop your self-confidence by clearing out your mind. Clear skies is what I'm getting here. You need to, and again, we have butterflies on the throne, so there's a need to liberate yourself from the analysis paralysis that is making you poison yourself with your own scorpion's venom. Don't do that. Don't poison yourself and then make a scene. Right? So, because a King of Swords reversed will make a scene and will say things that he doesn't pay attention to. He will not think twice before what he says. That's the King of Swords reversed. So that is a really strong focus, is to not be this person. Careful. And this could also be someone else, an air sign that is being immature as well in your life, that you need to distance yourself from for a little while. But I'm getting the feeling this is most likely you. So what do we have in the subconscious? Let's find out. The King of Cups in the subconscious. That's what you want. You want to feel good. You want to feel nourished. And how do you nourish the garden? With a lot of water. Be clear on what you need right now for yourself. Pay no mind to your surroundings. You need to be emotionally fulfilled. And you're looking for that depth, but you're having a hard time finding that depth in life right now for yourself. And so the way to do it is to be clear on what you want. Maybe focus a little bit on nostalgia. This was underneath the King of Cups. Focus on good memories. What are parts of the past that were really meaningful for you? And this is a card of Scorpio, so this is seemingly important. When you do that, you'll be at peace with yourself. And you'll feel like, oh yeah, your journey makes sense now. Other people's journeys are their journey. You know, whatever the stupid shit people are doing, that's their problem. They'll have to deal with the karma later. But for now, you need to tame the angry voice. Tame the angry voice. The immaturity. And the feeling of self-imprisonment. So there is a need to stray away from the mind right now. I think what's happening is the analysis paralysis is based on you trying to find a reason over and over and over as to why certain people are doing the things that they do, whether it be on an emotional or physical plane or in the world with the predicament we're in. You know, people not wearing their masks. Why? Be principled. Please wear your damn mask. Think about other people for a moment, right? But there, you got to reconnect with the physical first. Earthly feminine, spiritual, emotional, masculine. And you're a water sign. You understand people you know the fakes and the real people in your life. You decipher that really well. You have that penetrating energy, the X-rays, the ultraviolet powers you have. You have that in you. So if you understand people so well, why are you digging for the answers for the stupid people? Focus on yourself right now. At this time, it'll be really helpful. And feel empowered. Like the king in the King of Cups. But he's empowered on a very comfortable way where he doesn't have to force anything or boast about himself or try to prove a point when he knows the truth. And he flows with the current of contentment and excitement. amidst the chaos that is in the background of the picture, right? He's got, there's rocking waters, sinking ships. That's kind of denoting what you need to do, how you need to deal with life right now. Let's get an animal card to conclude the reading for you, Scorpio. Calm down, Scorpio. Tame that anger. Reel that in. You don't need to make it worse. Just focus on yourself. And Uranus is in the 7th house for you, so you're going to be motivated to... You're going to be inspired and nudged to change your approach in relationships. To be a little bit more detached, right? Uranus is in your opposite sign, Taurus, so there's a need to detach yourself until, for years, for several years moving forward. That way, you don't have to expect a whole lot out of people. You don't put extremely high standards, right? That's why the King of Swords upright has that healthy detachment. He knows who to have involved in his life. He's got that sword held up perpetually. He watches out. He knows where the fakeness and the authenticity lies, but he doesn't attach himself to people all that strongly. So you need to develop detachment from whatever other people are doing right now, even if they're people that you love. And so if these people are in your life, if they're strongly connected in the family, let them... Oh, a lot of cards want to... Sorry, there's like a small pile of cards that just flipped. I think you're forcing my hand, Scorpio. Just a moment. We'll get there. We'll get there. Earthworm. The first thing that pops to mind is you need to nourish yourself and to stay underground, like the Scorpio that does, right? The underground water, the deepest water. Stay in that space and enjoy that space. It's colorful. If you want more meaningfulness in your life and you're not getting it from the outside, the external, then just stay in. Crawl back in and tie yourself in that. Because most likely you are doing really well when you're on your own, enjoying your own space with the right people, right? That are maybe in that period of time, in the nighttime. You don't have to focus on the bland, monotonous, generic, vapid lives of other people's that are pretending to move about like nothing's going on. Dig deep, right? This is like Taurus energy almost I'm getting. Opposite sign is finding the colors of sensuality and creativity from within that space, that earthly space that you need. Stop just sinking in your own whirlpool of madness. Let yourself walk by the green pastures that are in your environment, all right? And then bring that out when it'll be the right time. When you're comfortable in that space, then you can communicate in a very peaceful way, right? The worm doesn't move fast. It's a very slow creature. It crawls really fast. And it typically goes out in water, right? And we were talking about the water here. You need to nourish yourself with water and earth. The mind right now is imprisoning you. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't think there's more to that. Overall, Scorpio, you just need to focus on what your body is telling you that you need and how you want to feel, rather than the distractions that you're self-imposing, that are making you feel shackled and making you feel like you're stuck in this stupid world. But we're going through a portal of 2020. We're heading for something really exciting in another fixed sign, the age of Aquarius. So stay on the lookout for that. Otherwise, thank you for watching, Scorpio. Make sure to like, comment, leave your input, subscribe. That way you can be reminded and notified whenever I have new videos. And as always, you can join our server, our community server on Discord, which I will link in the description below. If you want to support the content, you can leave a monetary tip through my PayPal, which will also be in the description. If you want to see our live tarot readings, we do those usually Saturdays and Sundays over on Twitch at twitch.tv/icyvolk, on which I also play video games. So if you like video games, hang out in there too. But otherwise, good luck with your month of August. Try to find optimism within your own space. You don't have to pay attention to the world right now. The world is inside of you. Be in that oyster. All right? You'll figure it out. Signing out, Volk, your tarot reader. Until next time, take it easy.